Yeah. Subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel so we can farm a video when people ask me about what I think about Mongols. Well, if you watch the podcast with me, I joined Thorin and Maui, but basically I think that I think Mongols losing Mazinho and Senzu now is just kind of like, I don't want to be like too dramatic. I think 9-10 can like keep them competitive, but them being like a top 10 team that's like carrying Asian CS and like competing for trophies, I think is kind of dead, which sucks. Like Cobra's era wasn't really what they wanted him to be, which I'm not really trying to flame the kid. He wasn't bad. Just Senzu's like a world-class rifler, man. And I'm not gonna tell you I know shit about these guys. DarkMeister and tikuak. I probably fucked that up. I hope I'm wrong. Like I genuinely, but that's just how I feel, and that sucks. Like I don't wanna sound like a downer. Losing Mazinho and Senzu, I don't understand how. I don't understand how they're not going to fall out of like invites basically with this roster. And once they do, it's going to be tough, man. They're not that far away from Tyloo, and they just lost Mazinho. Like these guys have to be, I don't know much about the Mongolian players they picked up, but what I do know is they basically have to be one of the best anchors in the game and a world-class rifler for Mongols to get back to where they were. And that's just like, that's not to take away from who they picked up. And I don't, like I said, I haven't watched their games. I'm not going to pretend like I do, but I feel like if I live in Vegas after all, if I was a gambling man, I'd say they probably are not that good. But I hope I'm wrong. That's really what this comes down to. I'm so glad that they got Mongolian players. I'm glad this isn't some international fucking project. That'd be so annoying. And I hope I'm wrong. And I hope Mongols actually having an academy team this like early on and like just like in general pulling from like Chinggis as well is good. Like I hope all of that like glass half full, all of it comes together in a way that I can't imagine, and Mongols are still relevant because the Counter-Strike scene was so much more fun when Mongols was good. I'm not saying the Counter-Strike scene right now sucks, but having an Asian team constantly top 5 like Mongols were was so much fun. They played differently. They got in your face. They had a very fun play style. Their players shot incredibly hard. They're really individually gifted. Really fun to watch Mongols play Counter-Strike. And now they're 14th, and if they don't do well with these 2 new players that they have, there's a good chance they fall out of that, which if you guys don't know, that like basically once you're outside of top 15, you're outside of invites. And when you're outside of invites, like it's hard to like battle back in. So my worry is, and what I really realistically think is going to happen is Mongols will be a top 20 team. Maybe like I think 9-10 is good enough to hold them. I'm glad they got Mongolian players to replace them. I'm glad they're not just another international team. But I just replacing Mazinho and Senzu just seems like such an impossible task, man. It's not like quite Nico modesty, but it kind of gives me similar energy, like in terms of just trying to give perspective of like how big of players they lost. So we'll see. Hope I'm wrong. Hope to see Mongols do well. Let me know what you guys think, I guess, when we upload this in the comments. If you think they'll be like, I like seeing what people think. Like, do you think they'll be like a top 10 team again? Do you think they could be top 20? Maybe if you're like super in the know and you've watched these 2 play, maybe you have like stronger opinions one way or the other. It'd be cool to know.